Hey guys, NASCAR Gaming 48 back again, and welcome back to another SRX the Game video. In today's video, it is time for race number 11 of the season, and I believe it's at another short track oval. So we're gonna take another bit of a break from the dirt right now. So should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for this race. I'm actually pretty hyped right now because my favorite football team won, and if I even told you my favorite football team, you guys would troll me in the comments. So let's not do that. So anyway, before we go ahead and get started, if you want to check out my main channel, NASCAR Mobile 48, link will be in the description. Go subscribe over to there. Should be uploading some off-season NASCAR content before the LA Clash at the Coliseum in February. And also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, link will be in the description. Also, subscribe to this channel. That would mean a lot, and I totally appreciate those who have already subscribed. Thank you to those subscribers once again. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into this video. Okay, so here we go for race number 11. It's going to be at Mountain Shadows in Idaho. Quarter-mile short track with low banking, 25-lap main event, also 13 minutes. Going to be ran at night, as we're now going to be coming into this race first in the standings with 3 wins and 368 points, as we are now 42% complete through the series season. So it should be a fun one. We'll see how it ends up, but let's see how we do in practice. Alright, here we are at Mountain Shadows. Looks like our go time is a 10.2. We'll see how that looks like. Right now, it says the car setup is 50% loose. I'm going to change that to 37% for now and see how that looks. And we're going to be running on hard difficulty driving aids and see how that does for us as well. So, alright, let's go ahead and get her done. Let's see how we do in practice. So far, so good. Right now, the only difficulty I was having at the beginning of my practice run was that the car felt tight on entry and stuff, like the entry in the turn 1. It feels a bit weird, but then when I do it in turn 3, it's completely fine. And then now during the run, the car feels completely loose, as our fastest lap is a 10 or actually just a 10 flat, so that's very good from a 10.2, and not really that huge, but still I think it's pretty good. And we're still running good fast laps and stuff, and also the car is just getting a bit too loose, and I was thinking maybe I should loosen the car up a bit so the corners can get better, but I think the corners should be fine and stuff, because we could definitely hunt down these two drivers in front of me, which I believe is Greg Biffle and Scott Speed. So that's something I guess I don't have to worry about, but the thing I'd probably have to worry about is just how loose the car gets and stuff. So we may have to tighten up the car later in this run, or later during the race overall, as fast lap is now a 9.9. Very good lap from us, so just got to keep it up. But I think this may be what we're going to be using for it, because I don't want to tighten the car up a bit too much, because I don't want the entry and exit to be all wonky and stuff, or I don't want it to be like very tight and stuff to where I can barely turn the car, because it already kind of feels like that in just this first turn. But I remember running this track in the Super Late Model Series, and I think I won this race, so I guess that's something good. I have some experience at this track, so I think I'll go with this setup for now. So I think that's going to do it for practice. So let's go ahead and get ready for heat number 1, as I guess I'm just going to leave it as it is right now, because I'm handling pretty fine. It's not like I hit the wall, because I haven't. So let's go ahead and take it to heat number 1. Okay, here we come with heat number 1 here from Mountain Shadows Speedway. The green flag's in the air. We're underway. 3 minutes in heat number 1. We got to keep it going. I got to be a bit careful, because like those other tracks, or like that one dirt track I believe I ran last week, it is very narrow. So just got to be very careful. Get to the back of Andretti. And now we're already up to 4th. A bit more contact with the 98 machine. Going to get around him. We're up to Scott Speed, Bobby Labonte, and TK Tony Kanaan in the race lead. Actually, no, Bobby Labonte's now in the lead, so just got to run some good laps. Wow, that was a good corner. All right, here come up to them. Going to get to the side of Speed, and now here come up to, oh, he brake checked. The freaking AI pissed me off with that. All right, going to get by Labonte. All right, there we go. And we'll get by Kanaan. So less than a minute into this first heat race, we are in the race lead here at Mountain Shadow Speedway, so we just got to keep it up with now just 2 minutes remaining in heat number 1. Coming up to 90 seconds left in heat number 1. We're starting to pull away. Tony Kanaan, actually no, Bobby Labonte and Kanaan are going at it for second. And we have Scott Speed in 4th and Michael Waltrip running in 5th, even though he screwed us over. So we still owe payback on Michael Waltrip and on Greg Biffle. So don't worry, we're going to get to those two eventually. Like, especially like if we're not having a really good race, that's something that we could do. Try to get payback and stuff. So that's something I look forward to do. Whoa, Bobby Labonte already outside the top 5. I don't know what happened to him, but a minute 5 seconds left is now Stewart makes his way up into the top 5. Less than a minute to go. Just got to hang on. You know what's weird? It says right here that my tires are at 99% and one says 97%, but this car feels so loose. Probably because of the driving aids, I have to say, because I don't know what else. Because I probably should have at least tried to tighten up the car and see how it would have ran in practice, but I was afraid to because I didn't want to run a very tight car and stuff. So I guess this is what I get, but I'm okay with it right now. If we really need to tighten up the car later in the race, then we're going to have to change the driving aids. Probably, most likely, I think we have to try a change the driving aids. You know, actually, no. We're going to change the driving aids before Heat 2 and see how the car runs. And if it doesn't run well, then we're going to have no choice but to run these driving aids in the main event. But anyway, 1 lap to go here in Heat number 1. Tony Kanaan tried to gain on us, but it is not going to be enough. We will win Heat number 1 from Mountain Shadow Speedway. Good run for us right there. Now let's make some changes before Heat number 2. Okay, here we go for Heat number 2. Changed the driving aids to custom. Made it, instead of a 1500, which is for the hard difficulty, the custom difficulty, I did 20, 10, 10. So I'll see how that runs for us. And here we go. Heat 2 underway. We're going to back out of the outside line and do the crossover move. Take the spot for Tony Kanaan. We diving in deep on Scott Speed and Michael Waltrip. We are now up to 9th. Here come up to Stewart. And then here comes our championship rival, Helio Castroneves, running in 7th here. Got to get around him. Definitely got to make up as many points as we can. By winning this race will definitely help. Oh, here comes up to Greg Biffle. We could have taken him out there, but I wanted to slow it down. But this car does feel a bit loose and stuff. It's not as loose how the car was at the end of Heat 1. So maybe I'm going to change it to 30-20-20. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and do that right quick. But let me see how much I can make up through the field before we start to slow down. So up to Labonte. Going to give him a shot to the back bumper. All right, going to get to his inside, move him. Now we got Ernie Francis Jr., Paul Tracy, Marco Andretti, and Bill Elliott right here in the top 4 in front of us. We got to catch these guys. Okay, I changed the driving aids to 30-20-20. We're 3 wide with Ernie Francis and Paul Tracy. We're going to take it, and we're going to get 3rd with now a minute 45, 100 seconds left in Heat number 2. And now we have Marco Andretti and Bill Elliott to catch. So I think we may use this for the rest of the race because we're actually running pretty well. We're not running that bad. And the car, it does feel still a tiny bit loose, but it's not as loose as crazy as it was or towards the ending of the first heat, a car that it can actually really control. So I think this is maybe our go-to, but like I said, we'll definitely tighten the car up later in this race and change the driving aids if it does get very loose than it is already. But right now I just got to get to Marco Andretti. We got to get back on the gas early. Before he does, we're going to move him up the racetrack. We will take the spot. We are back in the lead at Mountain Shadow Speedway, as it looks like Ernie Francis is in 2nd. Marco Andretti has fallen back to 3rd. Bill Elliott is in 4th, and Paul Tracy up in the top 5. So now, with just 45 seconds left, we are controlling the race in Heat number 2. All right, less than 10 seconds to go in Heat number 2. This is probably going to be the 2-to-go signal right here, because next time by we shall take the final lap of Heat number 2. Francis Jr. was definitely gaining on us a bit, but now he's starting to fall back, so it looks like we may keep this Heat win. We're going to sweep both heats. So here we go. Final lap of Heat number 2. Here from Mountain Shadow Speedway, Ernie Francis Jr., nothing that he can do. Elliott will take 3rd, Speed 4th, Andretti 5th, as we will win Heat number 2 at Mountain Shadow Speedway. We have now swept both heats at this race. So now we're going to start from the lead in the main event. Let's go ahead and get started. Scott Speed restarting on our outside. Here we come. 37 laps. Okay, I don't get it. I don't think it will be 13 minutes, but the tracks are different in length, so I guess so. I don't know. It's confusing. With 12 laps at this track, 25 laps at most tracks, and now 37 here. That's a bit confusing, but I forgot how many laps it was. But anyway, 37 laps. Now 35 laps to go is Tony Stewart. Oh, he's made his way up to 2nd. His first time being in the top 5 all day. So now I just got to hang on, run a clean race, got to be smart, can't make any dumb mistakes, and just secure a lead, because right now we need to take advantage of something like this, because not Ernie Francis Jr., but Helio Castroneves is not in the top 5, nowhere to be seen. So we got to take advantages of his struggles, because we'll definitely make up big points after today if we can sweep both heats and win this race. So that would definitely be a good sight to see, as it's just me and Tony Stewart out here, while it's a three-way battle between Elliott, Francis, and Tony Kanaan for that 3rd spot. So we're going to keep it, so let's see how we do in these next few laps. All right, Tony Stewart's definitely putting some pressure on, and me and him are just pulling away from the rest of the pack. So this is very good to see right now. Instead of lap traffic won't be a factor, because, you know, there's not enough cars. There's only 12 cars on a quarter-mile short track. So, of course, there won't be any lap traffic. Well, there will be eventually, but not for another, like, few laps and stuff. But Tony Stewart definitely trying to see where he can make a move. And I'm trying to run the outside a bit more so that I can have a better entry and a better exit. So I think that's maybe our go-to. I don't really have to do it going down the backstretch and heading into turn 3. I mostly have to do it going into turn 1, so that has to be our best bet right there if we want to run good corners. So right now, definitely running really well right now. Just Tony Stewart, he's just sticking with us after he was terrible all race. He's now running good with us in the main event. Oh, look at that, Helio Castroneves in 5th. So like I said, he may be running in the top 5, which is good, but still that's not good enough, because we're in the lead. So something we definitely need to take advantage of, as Marco Andretti's in 4th and Tony Kanaan's in 3rd. So 22 to go from Mountain Shadows. Damn it. Here comes Stewart. 21 to go. He'll take the lead, but it is not over. We're going to give him a bump. Shoot him up the racetrack. And that's going to give us some time with now 20 laps to go as he's coming back. Yeah, because I ran a bit wide up the track. So that's okay. All right, he's coming back. All right, okay. All right, side draft, if that exists in SRX. Side by side, why would you brake check? You're trying to take us both out. And look, if you keep doing that, Tony Kanaan is going to catch both of us, freaking idiot. All right, starting put a big gap on him. Just got to keep going. 18 laps to go. Just got to forget Tony Stewart. If he tries something like that again, I'm going to shoot him up into the wall and stuff. I would, but I feel I'm afraid he'll try to brake check. But anyway, looks like we got some lap traffic in our sights. I see Paul Tracy back in dead last and stuff, so definitely got to take advantage. As Helio Castroneves has now moved his way up to 4th. He's gone around Marco Andretti. Now he's trying to chase down Tony Kanaan. So now let's see what we can do against this lap traffic with now 15 to go. Check back on you guys in a sec. All right, definitely running some good laps here. Tony Stewart's not really gaining that much or losing that much on us. It's staying pretty dead even, as now Paul Tracy will get around Michael Waltrip. Michael Waltrip now in that final 12th place spot, as here we come up to him. I don't want him ruin this race, so actually I did come up the track, and that I didn't intend to. So if we do get to his back bumper, I'll definitely send him up the corner, but I think I'll leave him alone. Yeah, I'll leave him alone. All right. That's just a warning right there, Michael Waltrip. I'm going to come back after you in the next race. And now here comes Stewart. All right, he's gaining. He's starting to gain on us with now 8 laps to go. So this lap traffic, if we had more cars, this would be great for us. But right now, there's only 12 cars. So SRX, next season, please add more cars, okay? Add like 20 or something. That would be really cool. Oh, shoot. Here he comes. Oh, damn, I'm starting to get scared. All right, 5.5 laps to go. Stewart still trying to get to us. Helio Castroneves has moved his way up to 3rd, which is good for him, but still, we are now in the points lead, and a win like this for us would definitely be good. Here come up to the inside of Bill Elliott, trying to get 2 for 1. We're going to get to the inside. We'll get by Paul Tracy. Have to brake a bit, so I didn't overdrove the corner. Now we have 2 drivers. Stewart has to pass. All right, now 1 driver he has to pass. All right, 3 laps to go. We got Scott Speed, Greg Biffle. Like I said, same thing with Michael Waltrip. If Biffle's in front of me, I'm not going to hesitate to try to use the bump and run and stuff. Because I think the bump and run, in my opinion, is a pretty clean move in NASCAR. Unless you, like, dump them and stuff. Using the bump and run to dump them, that's a dirty move. But anyway, final lap here from Mountain Shadow Speedway. Tony Stewart could not get around Paul Tracy. He's like the Ryan Newman in SRX, but that's okay. We will come off the final corner. We will win at Mountain Shadow Speedway. We sweep both heats, and we get the win. Beautiful scenes of glorious emotion right there. We'll get the win. Stewart gets 2nd, Castroneves 3rd, Kanaan 4th, Andretti 5th. So what? 4 drivers that have ran in IndyCar before finished 2nd through 5th. Ernie Francis Jr. 6th, Labonte 7th, Speed 8th, Biffle 9th, Tracy 10th, Elliott 11th, and Michael Watcher finishes dead last. So good race for us. It was very dominating. So I'll take that and move on to the next one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the standings after this one. So here are the final results. We get our 49 points today, and it looks like Mr. Helio Castroneves gets 3rd, and he gets 32 points. So 49 points, very good race for us, as we are the winners, and we keep our points lead in the season standings. Let's go ahead and take a look at the full season standings right quick. Bam, look at us, 417 points with our 4th win of the season. Castroneves still with 2 wins, 394 points. So if I do my math correct, that's 6 points from 400, plus add that to 17. So if we do the math here, that's about 23 points right there. So a 23-point gap between us and Castroneves for the points lead. So that's pretty good points gap. We just got to add it up and stuff. It would have been a whole lot more if Castroneves was struggling just like he was at the beginning of the first and second heats and stuff. But he showed up in the third in the main event. But who cares? We got the win. So definitely going to build a points gap right there. Stewart is in 3rd, still the top driver in the point standings who does not have a win. So good for him, I guess. I don't care. But yeah, good run for us right now, as it's basically a two-way battle for the championship right now. Stewart can definitely make a late charge in this. He just has to get better and stuff, because if he was better, he would have beaten us. But we'll take the win. That's okay. How many drivers have ran a season? 17 drivers, which I think they're only going to be, I think Luke Fenhouse and Bobby Santos, I think those two are going to run a race, and then these others I have no idea. So whatever. So that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and take a look where we're going to be racing next week, or should I say Tuesday. We are now headed to Grant Park in Indiana, 3/8 mile dirt track with low banking, 25 laps, I'm guessing, or 13-minute main event. I'm just going to say 13-minute main event instead of the amount of laps that I'm guessing, because I don't know if it's going to be like, 13 minutes going to be 12 laps, or 13 minutes going to be 37, or it's going to be 25. So 13-minute main event going to be ran at night. We came into this race first in the standings with 3 wins and 368 points. Now we exit this race first in the standings still with 4 wins now and 417 points, as we are now 46% complete through the series season. So basically after this race at Grant Park, we'll be halfway through the season, so should be really good. If I check my schedule, I don't know if we'll get this series season done before I go and buy NASCAR 21 Ignition and stuff, because that's going to be for Black Friday, and Black Friday, it's not too far and stuff. Give it a, I think, in what, like, so starting Friday, so once this Friday comes, it'll be 2 weeks before I go and buy the game, so something we got to pay attention to. So I think we'll get this series season done before that and stuff, and then we'll probably do the super late model series in between NASCAR 21 Ignition. We'll switch in between the two. I'm going to see how that goes for enough loading schedule, since it's my first time doing that as a gaming channel, playing 2 games at once, or 2 games at the same time or something. I don't know how you say it, but that's going to do it. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, if you want to check out my main channel, NASCAR Mobile 48, link will be in the description. Check out that channel. Go subscribe over to there to check out some cool off-season NASCAR content before the LA Clash of the Coliseum in February. Should be uploading a video pretty soon. I'm not sure when, but also if you'll see some NASCAR review videos pop up here and there, so check those out. If you want to follow me on Instagram, link will be in the description, and subscribe to this channel. That would mean a lot. Like I said from the beginning, I appreciate those that have subscribed in the recent months. It does mean a lot. I'm guessing you guys really love my NASCAR 21 Ignition videos, so that's really cool to hear. I love the support from behind you guys, and I appreciate it. So that's going to do it. So see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great rest of your night. This is NASCAR Gaming 48. Peace out.